Hello everybody, welcome back to the show. So on a video when we first came to Zhuhai, I remember my wife and I, we went in there and it was on a Chinese holiday, and back then I don't know what they call it, but they remember the ones that have passed, and it's a big holiday, and that's what it was last time. And we were driving in a traffic jam, and I said, do not travel on a Chinese holiday. Well, yesterday, what did we do? It's another Chinese holiday. It's May Day long weekend. It's a 5-day holiday here in China, and it's Labor Day. So it's a 5-day holiday here in China. And they say there's going to be 1.5 billion trips like internally in China. And a couple of million people are going to travel to places like Malaysia and stuff like that, and other Asian countries. That's what they say, cross-border travel there. I think that's what they mean by that. But anyway, it's pretty hectic here on a Chinese long week holiday. But yesterday we went into Zhongshan and we had lunch with our family. And the traffic wasn't too bad going in. We're fairly early in the day. But when we got to where we were going, to the restaurant, and there was a lineup outside. The parking was hectic. And our sisters already got there early. So by the time we arrived there with Mom and Dad, they already had a place inside the restaurant. So we didn't have to stand outside, but there was lots of people standing outside. And parking, we got lucky. As soon as we pulled up to the closest parking lot into where the restaurant was, and one person was leaving, so they let us in. So we got really lucky there. So, but traveling on a holiday in China is not great. Be prepared for big crowds and everything like that there. So we had a good supper or lunch with our family. And then when we came back home, they cut it up. They got scissors here. We got home fairly quick, actually, because we found a different road. We took the G105 highway into Zhongshan. It's a very busy highway. We got there and without too many holdups. So when we came home, we're using GPS because they don't know where I'm going. Well, they took us in behind our mountain here. And it was another freeway there, and the traffic flow was really good. And it really didn't take us that long, but along that road, we went there the other day looking for a restaurant, and it's called Five Finger Mountain. And that's when we left Zhongshan and we're driving into the green. There's no buildings. We're driving through the mountains, a real beautiful scenic route. And yeah, sure enough, we ended up driving right past this restaurant that my wife and I want to take you to shortly. We went there and scouted it out the other day. We didn't have our camera with us. And when my wife said, oh, we're going to be there, within a kilometer or something like that there. And you should have seen the lineup of cars along the highway. They were parking their cars up right off the main freeway. 50, 100 cars just parked along the road there because the parking lot down and below must have been full. And it's a round restaurant, but inside the round restaurant, it's open to the sky. So just the outer perimeter, just all round, and it's all a big restaurant inside. So we're going to take you there one day soon, and I want to take my drone there, get a good picture there, and there's a little river down below. When we drove down into it, it was very scenic and everything like that there, but we are not going to go there on a Chinese holiday. We're going to wait till a weekday in the middle of the afternoon, and then my wife and I'll go there like we did the other day there, and it wasn't that busy at all. So, but when the family came back from Zhongshan yesterday, like we made it home probably within about a half an hour, and they took over 2 hours, and they just had to travel a little bit further than we did into Zhuhai, which is another 30-40 kilometers. But once they got into the city of Zhuhai, I guess it was just gridlock traffic. So tomorrow on this May Day long weekend, we are going back into Zhuhai, and we are going to go out for another get together with our family tomorrow in Zhuhai. I think it's Zhurupo, and we've been there before in a Zhurupo, and it's a really beautiful, fancy restaurant. So that's stay tuned. Like we're heading back out on the same holiday, on the same May Day long weekend holiday, but we got away with it all right yesterday, but we're going to go right into the belly of the beast, right into Zhuhai, and we might be gridlocked, but we're just going to park our car at Mom and Dad's place, and then our sisters are going to come and get us so we don't have to park our car. So, and in North America and a lot of countries in the world like that there, you know, on a holiday, they can't afford to get out and do what the Chinese people are doing. Like I seen on the news there the other day saying that the inflation rate in USA is about 9.5. And I know in Europe and Canada and everything like that, the inflation rates are growing. Everything's getting more expensive. And a lot of people are struggling to do what they need to do, just daily life and living. But here in China, I checked it here this morning, and it's minus 0.1% inflation. So it's kind of a deflation, but just barely. Like it's not up or down, it's minus 0.1. So just down a little bit. So it's not a major deflation or anything like that. Things are pretty much staying the same price here in China all the time. So people can live comfortably. When we go into town on a weekday, on a weekend, you know, there are tons of people everywhere going out to enjoy life. And the prices aren't crazy. They're not worried about money. The Chinese people live quite comfortably. The majority of Chinese people live quite comfortably. They're out, and when it's a national holiday, they get together with their families. And you know, the noise in one of these Chinese restaurants is a little bit loud, but that's okay. Like our family's loud too. You should have heard my car, just my wife and my mom and dad in there just driving to there. Like, wow. But I'm used to that, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, you know, with zero inflation, let's put it that 0.1 is basically 0% inflation, and the government's probably controlling that, sure. But why are they doing that? So that they're making their life comfortable for their citizens. You know, wouldn't you like your government to do that for you? Hey, I would. You know, so I don't know. It's I think it's pretty awesome how the Chinese government takes care of their Chinese people. You know, so I think a lot of the governments could take lessons on how to make life better for their citizens. So I don't want to get too deep into that there, but I did want to mention that there because, you know, the lineups going into everywhere you go. We go into Gombe Port shopping and stuff like that there, and it's just wall to wall people, and people are out enjoying themselves, young families with children, and they're out buying things, and they can afford to, because why? 0% inflation. So life here in China is very comfortable for their citizens, you know, and people aren't all that stressed out. Sure, Chinese people are some of the hardest working people that you'll ever see. We got groundskeepers here, and you know, they're here every day, gatekeepers, like in our gated community and stuff like that there, you know, and maybe they're not really high paying jobs compared to what we would think are high paying jobs, but for the money they make, they can live quite comfortably. You know, we can go to a farmer's market here that we do all the time, and you'll see it in one of our other videos. You can go out shopping, and it doesn't cost that much to go out and buy fresh vegetables, fresh meat, and survive. It doesn't cost that much to fill up our electric car. Like, we can drive around and around and around, and we go charge up. It maybe costs $8 Canadian or something like that there. The last time we charged our car was 40 RMB, $8. So things are affordable in China. Life is very comfortable and enjoyable here in China. So, and nobody's paying me to say this. It's just the way it is. You know, it's just the true fact. So I don't know how else to tell you. If I was told you any different, I'd be lying. So I don't want to be doing that either. So, but I am. enjoying my retirement life here in China. Like and look at this. I'm just out in front of my house here. You can see in behind me there's a lake, and my house is right behind me. And it's like living in a park-like setting. It's nice and peaceful. You hear the birds chirping away there. And my wife and I, we go out walking every day. We walk close to 6 kilometers a day here. So life is so enjoyable and stress-free, really. Driving, be careful. Other than that, it's pretty stress-free. So anyway, that's about it. I don't really think there's much more I want to share with you. We are, like I say, we're going to be taking you out to that round restaurant on that mountain highway, and there's a couple of parks that we passed by that we've seen on other videos that we're going to take you there soon. So stay tuned. We got plenty of videos coming for you here real soon. And like as always, thanks for all your overwhelming support on our last video and comments. And I already have that show ready for you, and people have asked a lot of questions, and I'm going to try answering most of your questions, and you know where we are and how much our condo fees and everything are. So that video is coming up real soon here too, so stay tuned, and we got plenty of exciting things for you coming up. So anyway, Zaijian, see you next time. Bye for now. There's my sweetheart down there. She was just enjoying herself down in a little cabana right sitting down there by the lake. Where are you here? On this Zoom thing here, when you're using Zoom, oh, there we are. And thing's got a Zooms feature on there, but there she comes. She was just waiting for me to finish up our video here. So anyway, I just finished making a video there about the long weekend in our park-like setting, and you know they try their best to make things very comfortable and peaceful in these parks. And just as I'm walking by here, now it stopped. There was music coming out of this little box. Anyway, I thought that was pretty cool, just walking along and you can hear this music. Okay, let's go home, my love.
Okay, go home, go home. This is our area, it's our house. There you go. Okay, bye-bye.